All right. Well, welcome back. Um, oh, that was cringy. I just took another half a heart. I'm also eternally bummed about that. Not gonna lie. Uh, just taking any fall damage. The rest of the series, I'm just like, I can't believe I did that. Okay. Right. So this is episode 2, by the way. Welcome back. I don't know if I said that or not. Um, this is post. Oh, I should mention this is post commentary. I didn't record my microphone, so I'm doing post commentary. Also, real quick. Hopefully this works. I was okay. There's a bit of a problem there. I tried to set up a playlist when I'm recording over these videos, so that it would play the next recording as soon as it started. Because as you see, I just stopped and started recording because I forgot to do it at the episode mark. Uh, but I guess it decided to loop the video instead of play the next one, so I just had to fix it real quick. Anyway, this is really bizarre for new people watching, but my perspective, I didn't record my microphone on accident, and I'm so frustrated about that. But I'm doing post commentary. If you want to watch what's actually happening, definitely check out Balloon's perspective. I recommend you watch that either way. This is I have no idea why you would watch this. This is just commentary. If you can watch Balloon's perspective, might as well watch his. So do that. I'm having fun here doing some commentary. I didn't want to not upload. The problem gets fixed after the second episode. So don't fret. This isn't like this forever. Just for 2 episodes, I'm gonna be doing this, and then we'll be back to normal. Like I said, completely understand if you want to watch Balloon's perspective instead of mine. Totally understandable. Okay, we're caught up. So yeah, right now, this is actually kind of significant. Besides finding this iron, Balloon and I decided that he's going to be working on the portal. As you saw there, he's placing the water. Now that it's daylight because of the episode marker, I decided that I'm just going to go up and yes. So Balloon's in a bit of a predicament here. I think he said he was fine, and I probably shouldn't have been spending time doing this because he said he was fine, but I still wanted to help anyway, just in case. Just because I was so cautious about baby zombies and whatnot. But yeah. Anyway, I decided to go up to the surface to get leather because we still don't have leather at this point. We really need that leather if we want enchants, and it'd be so helpful if we could go to the nether and get enchants at the same time. So I'm starting an adventure up above, up to the surface to get some leather while it's day, and he's making the portal, and that's kind of the game plan right now. So that's what I'm doing up here. Rewatching this, I think I could have done this a little bit quicker. Yep, more fall damage. You see, this is the kind of stuff that keeps me awake at night. Just like taking stupid damage. And I know 1.5 hearts is not a big deal. It's still just like, it bums me out, you know? So now I'm fighting a zombie. I'm trying to find a way up to the surface by traveling through caves. Retrospect, I probably should have just mined up there. It would have been quicker. I was simply concerned about, like I thought maybe I could get more iron on the way because as you see, I'm not full iron. Definitely not full iron. But yeah, it would have been quicker just to mine up, especially because I've got an iron pickaxe, I think. And I couldn't find the way I came, so at least I don't think I could find. Maybe I wasn't even looking for it. Yeah, another skeleton. You see, I'm facing all these mobs down here. It probably just would have been smarter to just to go up, but listening to what Bloom said. Okay, yeah, so that just happened. Oh, wow, that hurts to watch. Oh no, Yeah, okay, so that happened. I got down to 3 hearts. Yeah, there is a lot of eternal pain happening, not just during the UHC from this point on, but just in my heart because I took so much damage on episode 2, and that's such a shame. I am bummed. I'm definitely bummed. Okay, so this is where I finally start doing what I should have done from the beginning, just dig up. I was such an idiot. There's so many things I wish I could redo in this season just because of that. Anyway, for starters, if I could redo the season, I would have recorded my microphone so I didn't have to do the silly commentary and put myself through the pain of reacting to my stupid mistakes. Anyway, mining up now. Something I should have done from the beginning, much safer, probably quicker than finding my own way up. and I'm at 3 hearts. I am officially the lowest person in the season at this point. I don't think I'm the only person who took damage. I think Balone took damage also. Yeah, as you see, Spotter said, having fun, Pat. Yeah, tons of fun. Tons of fun. Okay, yeah, and now we're still talking whether or not I should even be on the surface with my health. I still wanted to risk it. I really wanted a chance. I wanted them really bad. I figured we have a lot of apples, and if we're in the caves, even if we go to the Nether Fortress, you can find a good amount of gold in there. So I was set on just getting leather. I thought we really needed it, so that's why I'm up here in this mega taiga. I'm just looking for cows. Okay, at this point, Balone is actually in the Nether, which is good. I remember where he was making the portal. I don't think I'm confused as to where the portal is at this point. I think I know where it is. But right now my focus is just on cows. As you can see, there's not cows nearby at the moment, which is a shame. So I'm still looking for those. With 3 hearts. There's a bit of a problem though. Honestly, I just think there's a lot of mistakes with myself at this point in time. If I could do it over, I actually probably wouldn't be on the surface with only 3 hearts. Especially because this is episode 2 now, which means PvP is now allowed. And, I mean, if people see me, they all know I've got 3 hearts, so I've got a target on my back. I don't even have Balone with me. Honestly, I think I wasn't playing as cautious enough at this point in time. I was getting more sand, which is good, because as you saw earlier, I got a little bit of sand, and I completely forgot about getting sand. And then also, I don't know if you noticed, but I placed my sand too when I was trying to block myself from the zombie in episode 1, just doing completely stupid mistakes. So I need a lot more sand anyway, so I'm glad I did that. Because if we want potions, you gotta burn some sand to make glass. So that's good. Right now, I'm looking for players. I'm a little bit cautious about that. Really don't want to run into Bombastic and Dancer, because like you guys saw, we ran into them earlier last episode. Right now, I figured everyone's probably caving, and I think everyone was at this time. So that helps me, but still overall this just wasn't a smart decision. Also, look at that. I almost took more fall damage. Gosh, I was messing up the season a lot. Oh yes, so right now Balone is talking about the odd terrain generation in the Nether. We actually figured out what the problem this was, how this problem happened. It was actually loading in. The Nether was loading different chunks. Yeah, so sorry, I was listening to what Balone was saying. But the Nether, what he's explaining to me right now is that the Nether has like different chunks and stuff. That's because we use the same server as we do for the SMP, as the Cakecore SMP. And when we switched out the worlds with this one for the UHC, Alton Iron Man. Look at that. Wow, I didn't realize other people had taken damage already. Alton, of course, won Iron Man. He pretty much always does. He's very good at not taking damage. He's very conservative. Anyway, what was I even saying? Yeah, so with the Nether chunks, it was loading in chunks where portals have been in the SMP. It was loading the seeds of the SMP world, just where portals have been in our SMP. It wasn't loading the SMP world per se, like there wasn't our builds and stuff. There wasn't all those portals around. But in the Nether, there were several different chunks that were just loaded from building portals in the other SMP because the server host forgot to switch out the Nether worlds, which is completely fine. It was just like a couple of chunks, chunks where we put portals. It didn't affect the gameplay at all. It was just something that's interesting. It actually made for some interesting terrain too. So, and like I said, you could check out Balone's perspective because he's the one who's actually in the Nether, and a lot of what I'm saying will make more sense if you watch that. So yeah, I'm always trying to push people over to Balone. Just because I don't have a microphone for this time. And then also Balone is a nice guy, and he's his perspective is probably less cringy than mine. So, yep, I find some more sugarcane. We found a good amount of stuff on the surface, as I mentioned last time. Found a good amount of stuff on the surface. However, none of that stuff is cows. I didn't find any cows. At this point, I decide I'm just gonna go back down. I didn't want to get caught by another player, and I was like, all right, this is enough time on the surface. I'm not finding cows. So as you see, I'm going down my staircase that I went down originally. I know where the portal is because I saw where he was making it, and that's what I'm working on at the moment. As you can see, I don't have a lot of armor right now. I think I actually have some more iron that I need to smelt. Am I going to do that right now? Yeah, I'm going to do that right now, it looks like. Or maybe not. maybe not. If I would do this over, then I would certainly smelt my armor right now. But, yeah. When you're in the moment and when you have a teammate and you have a problem where you have a problem with talking to your teammate and, yeah, you see me standing still there? That's me just crying in agony. There's probably actual tears. Blown is trying to sympathize, but, I mean, come on, 2 hearts. So as I type in chat, I'll be the first to go, taking 1 for the team. You see, this was all on purpose. I want to make myself really low so that no one else has to die first except me. Basically, also, Balone found a good amount of diamonds. I forgot to mention that. I forget how much he found, but you can check out his perspective to find out the exact numbers. And there's a skeleton in this ravine. 2 skeletons. So this is kind of a predicament. Oh, and a baby zombie. Yeah, 2 skeletons, a baby zombie. This is really bad for someone with 2 hearts and not full armor. Not sure what. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so that happened. That was a tough predicament. I rewatched this a lot of times, as always. Every death and every UHC, I just rewatch it tons of times to figure out what I could improve on. Other than all the stupid mistakes I made throughout the season, that instant right there, where the 2 skeletons and baby zombie fighting me, I'm not sure what I could have done different. I was holding out my shield so that the zombie and skeletons couldn't hit me. The skeletons started shooting each other, which helped me a lot. The only thing was that I let go of my shield to hit the zombie right when the other skeleton died, so the skeleton saw me again and shot me. I mean, when you're in the moment, I'm not sure. I don't know what I could have done. Okay, so like I've been saying for a while, the problem fixes itself after the 2nd episode, or the problem gets fixed. That's because I'm dead. That's how the problem gets fixed. Now you don't have to listen to this commentary anymore. For those of you who did watch, though, thank you all so much for watching. Like I've said so many times throughout both these episodes, check out Balone. Watch his perspective. Watch him get those diamonds within the first 2 episodes. I forget how much he got. I wish I could remember. But, yeah, I was bummed that I was out so early. I was the first to go, and I was also so disappointed that I left Balone without a teammate. That was probably the thing I was most worried about. I have the anti-spoiler zone up now, so like you guys can leave and stuff. I'm just gonna be talking my thoughts a little bit further on. Yeah, I liked to team with Balone. He was very nice. I wish I could have teamed with him longer because 2 episodes, 1.5. This actually isn't the quickest death in UltraCakeCore history. Season 1, Mr. Bombastic died. I think it was 26 minutes in or something, while this was more like 30 minutes in. So I'm still not the fastest death in the series, which is good. But so yeah, I've like I said through the commentary, there's just so many things I would have rather done. I don't think there's much I can say about it right now because I just said it during the commentary. I wish I did this differently. I certainly just was not in the UHC mindset, and I said that a lot during the actual footage. And if you see Balone's perspective, you'll see me saying that a lot. I practiced a lot of PvP beforehand, and I was actually pretty confident in my PvP ability because like an hour, like almost 2, no, like almost 3 hours before the UHC started, I was doing a lot of PvP, and actually some of it was with Balone. Even everyone else in the group kind of joining together. We did some 1.9 survival games and individual 1v1s and stuff. And I was feeling pretty good about my PvP. However, honestly, I've just been so used to the SMP that like the general survival feel was still in me. And that's like, it doesn't matter if it take damage, And even though like, it matters if you take damage in UHC, when you have like all this diamond gear and stuff, you're not worried about it in the slightest. So like in the SMP, when a skeleton shoots me, I don't even take damage. Obviously, I'm not going to be worried about damage, and I've still had that not worrisome in my head. Even though I sounded really worried, and I probably was worried, it was still like the reflexes were not were not preparing myself for dangers that could come, and that's why I end up taking up a lot of falling damage and whatnot. And even in the SMP, you get like feather falling like infinity, or whatever. So you don't even take damage when you fall. So like that specifically, I think was a problem because I took a ton of fall damage. And then just fighting mobs. Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes, and I think fighting mobs my biggest mistake was just not being careful enough. I would go into areas where there'd be a lot of mobs, and I wouldn't really care too much. And part of that's because I was focusing on what Balone and I were trying to strategize and whatnot, and I had a hard time thinking about what was going on at hand, and that's kind of a problem I realized. I really got to get better at that. In Season 2, when I was with Bombastic, there was a lot of things I wasn't focusing on, but Bombastic and I have done things together for so long, and we're in sync on a lot of levels when it comes to strategies and whatnot, that we are almost completely used to what each other will think, and we can almost like think about what we should do next before we actually do it. And that sounds crazy, but it's kind of true. Like with this, I'm figuring out what's comfortable with Balone and stuff, and Balone's trying to figure out what's comfortable with me, and you have to put that together to make your strategy. Bombastic and I are totally used to playing with each other and stuff that I think I focus better with him. But focusing with someone or playing with someone I haven't teamed with before, I think it threw me off a little bit. And again, this is not to the fault of Balone at all. Like I said many times, it was really fun teaming with him. I'd love to team with him again in the future. It was just teaming with someone I hadn't teamed before. Was kind of, this is making it sound like I'm blaming my teammate for my death. Yes, everyone, I'm blaming Balone for dying and leaving Balone alone. This is becoming like a poet. What am I? A poem. Golly. You see, this is why I don't do commentary no, what are you talking about? I do commentary all the time. Why do I do commentary all the time when I can't say poem? Alright. Anyway, I think I got everything out that I need to say. Check out all the other perspectives too. James the Douglas, Owlton on a team, and then Stenstone 3D Spotters on the team, Bombastic and Dancer on the team. Check them all out. Links will be in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to next season. Hopefully I can last longer. Overall, though, even when I died, these things are still a lot of fun because I actually got to do something after I died that I haven't been able to do in the other UHCs very much. And it was like so much fun to do, and I wanted to do it for a while, and that was just spectating. I really enjoyed like spectating everyone and stuff from here on out. So much fun. It sounds weird, but like just being able to see what different people are doing at different times is just a lot of fun, and it's actually nice just to spectate. Okay. I think it's everything I have to go over. Look forward to next season. Hopefully you guys look forward to it also. Enjoy the rest of the spoiler screen. Yeah, so long. Goodbye. So long. Goodbye. So long.